Pro Championship. We simply call it E-Town, the first ever purpose-built drift coliseum in North America.
4-month drift, round 4, Jersey, E-Town. We did our first practice. It was sick. I think so. You tell me. You're the one with the laptop.
Not bad.
Okay, I'll take a spurt. Spurt's good.
Yeah.
You know, it's only first practice.
It is first practice.
You got a long way to go. But yeah, it's hot today. There's a storm coming for second practice, so that's going to be a little weird. So first practice in the dry, second's going to be in the wet. We're off tomorrow. Alex is out there right now doing his warm-up. He's doing seating today. And yeah, we just practiced. We do not have to do seating. It's great. We're ranked 8th overall. Chewing our way through. We got a new setup in the car. We got a little more mechanical grip because this is our slowest course that we run all year. And so we wanted to make sure that we had our best foot forward so we don't kind of get stuck in the corner. Like we kind of felt like we did in Orlando a little bit. We kind of like we're throwing our last few tricks to the car for our battle in the top 8. And Odie was still pretty quick. It was hard to keep up with. So we had to kind of come up with some new ideas. So this round, which we did, so far so good.
All right, so we got our brand new center section finish assembled for winners. Super awesome help from Scott over there. He came and, like you saw, helped us go through the whole thing, showed us all the specs, showed us the whole process to get it together. Now we got it assembled, fully ready to go. We're super excited and happy to have the support from winners here.
Tree that fell on Jeff Jones's car yesterday.
Insert iPhone verticals of the damage, but that was absolutely insane. We didn't have any ability to tie it down more than we did. You know, we knew it was coming. I was the first car in that whole lineup that pulled out to be like, this is messed up, we're going back. So we sent the car over to the race shop for shelter. Jackson jumped in there. We ran back here. We already had strapped everything down more than we normally do. Typically do if we knew a storm was coming. It was definitely a tornado-esque wind. Obviously there was no funnel cloud, but it was like kind of blowing in like this, and it got a little heavier, and then there was just this like one big hit that came through here, just took everything with it. And like, yeah, like vehicles got damaged, all of our tent frames are damaged, the awning is gone. So time for some new stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we have a sick spot here in Jersey,
yeah,
but we don't have much protection like some of the guys down here on the insides, but even they took a lot of the brunt of it.
Yeah, the far end of the pit, like this end, the far end took a lot of losses. The whole Toyota truss system gone, destroyed.
At least in my head, and to our knowledge, nobody was seriously injured.
Yeah.
So I think
it's definitely a fact. There's no one was seriously injured. There's definitely some cuts and scratches and bruises, things like that. But yeah, no major injuries or worse than that, obviously.
So we have these big cinder blocks now that they dropped off this morning.
Oh, great. Great.
However, I believe these are the same ones that ended up one over Odie's trailer and the other one on top of Odie's trailer yesterday.
Yeah, so Odie, his awning whipped up and over the trailer. He had these cinder blocks. One landed on the roof, one landed behind the trailer. And luckily that didn't land on anybody because that break your leg.
All right, we got to cut it off. There's cars on the track.
Alex is coming up.
You go.
We gotta go.
Say hi, bud. Your first top 16 ceremonies.
And he has a driver's suit too?
I know he's got a suit on and everything. It's like he's ready to go. Get in the car, dude. You got some driving to do. Yeah.
And a 3, Alex Jr. gets the win. Stewart, great driving. pace. This should be a good battle. Two very different styles, a veteran and a mildly newcomer by comparison. Definitely a newcomer compared to Christopher Forsberg. Forsberg in that all-new Z drink. Nissan, Nismo, Z now ripping past that inside clip. Rudy Hansen now will transition to that last outside zone. Rudy tries to dive in. Gets a little too aggressive there. Want to see that overhead view. Almost overcooked it. Taking his jet ski inspired livery here on that first outside zone. Now transitioning in outside zone 2. Chris Forsberg forces an attack. Chris Forsberg almost banging door past that inside clip. Let's see the transition here to outside zone 3. Forsberg tries to anticipate that and goes into outside zone. Stand and deliver. And there it is. Chris Forsberg gets the win.
Top 32 was pretty wild. We had Rudy. He was actually pretty quick around the track. I knew that he was one of the fast guys, and so we didn't want to leave too much on the table. So we threw down a nice good lead. He was with us. We pressed it on him in the chase. So we're feeling rock solid. We're going on to top 16 right now. And my lovely wife is out here hanging out with me. So yeah, there you go, baby. So yeah, no, so we're hanging out in the top 16 intros now, getting ready to go up against LZ, our fellow Neft buddy. So it's gonna be a good one.
He's in the all-new Nissan Z NOS Energy Drink Nismo vehicle. Make some noise for three-time FD champion, Chris the Force Forsberg. Cranking some NOS and Neft at Sneaky Pete's later on.
All right, so we're heading into top 16 battle against LZ. We just finished up a little halftime break. We went over the car, found a couple of things we needed to address. Did a basic bolt check, but Chris has been feeling really good all day. We got a pretty fast car. We've made some changes that we hadn't experimented with yet, and we put them into play this weekend. So we were able to get some good results out of that, so we're excited for this one.
When you're looking at
Chris Forsberg in that all-new Z initiates into that first outside zone. Adam Z drives in formation. Got a little precarious there into that first outside zone. Forsberg sets and forgets it. The NOS Energy Drink, Nismo, all-new Z, and the Drift HQ BMW Into. Look at that Neft on the roofs. Popping cans in that last outside zone. Bringing it on home. Well done by both the drivers. Great placement by Chris Forsberg. Outside zone, using all the force in the first outside zone. Forsberg looks like he has a hiccup that doesn't shut it down, but definitely offline here. Gonna need to look at that and try to focus in on that truth serum past that inside clip. Forsberg trying to make up for it, going to this last outside zone. There goes Adam LZ, and Forsberg looks like he straightens out, maybe went at a tire or just straightened out. That could have been a lot worse. I think he kept it off the wall. Very unfortunate for Chris Forsberg, a great lead run. Adam did have a very solid chase run. He tucked right in. So unfortunately with Chris Forsberg having those mistakes there, Adam LZ gets the win. LZ advances on into the Great 8.